Hi guys, and welcome back to Mummy Cooks Homemade, and this is what we ate last week. So I made another quiche because they've gone quiche mad, and did it with a jacket potato and some rabbit food. Then made homemade Popeyes burgers, chicken burgers with some chips and onion rings. Steve's spicy sauce that he likes with it. Then I made a seafood risotto that was shown in another video. Breakfast for dinner. Gotta love breakfast for dinner. Steve made chicken curry for himself and the kiddos. Then there was chicken wraps. These are the chicken bowls that I get from Tesco's and Asda's. They're really nice. So Sunday, we didn't have a roast dinner. We had a beef and ale casserole. Nice big chunks of beef. So I'm just browning off the beef here. Well, not just sealing it, basically. And then I'm going to set it aside. So I've done all the beef, and into the same pan I'm going to put in the onions. And cook them, and then I'll take them out of the pan as well. All that at the bottom, flavour. Once the liquid goes in, you can scrape all that up. So I've added in there some carrots and some parsnips again. I just want some colour on these. We're not aiming to cook them through. If people have got one of these cast iron pots and they can't clean the bottom properly, just put some water in the pan and bring it to a boil with some white vinegar and bicarbonate of soda, and it'll help loosen off the bottom, the crust that comes on the bottom. So this is 500 mils of ale, pale ale. I'm just going to burn off the alcohol, and I'm using this liquid now to scrape up all that flavour that's at the bottom of the pan. You can see already where it's starting to lift. So I cooked that for about 5 minutes, and I'm adding 2 rich beef stock pots. These are less salty than the cubes, but you can use cubes or homemade beef broth if you have it. A couple of tablespoons of tomato puree have gone in. I'm just going to cook this through and melt it down. You can already see it's quite deep in colour and flavour, and not a lot's been done to it yet. So back in with the onions now. Back in with the beef and the juices. And vegetables. I used 800 grams of beef. I bought a large joint when it was a really good offer price and managed to get 3 bags out of it by chopping it up. So I put in half a teaspoon of mixed herbs, about the same as celery salt, about a teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning, and a couple of bay leaves, which I did actually find and take out before anyone chewed on them. So the first half of this I'm going to cook on the hob. And I'm just topping it up with some freshly boiled water, just so it covers everything that's in the pan. You see I'm still scraping up the bottom, getting up what I can. And I gave it an hour on simmer. The meat is still tough, it's not cooked at this point. So now I'm going to go in with some celery, leek and mushrooms. So there was 2 stalks of celery, 1 small leek and about 150 grams of sliced mushrooms. Worcestershire sauce, add it to your own taste. Garlic, we love garlic in this house, so probably a tablespoon in there. And Marmite. I've added about a tablespoon. Flavour, depth of colour. I'm not a Marmite fan, but you don't notice it in there. It doesn't taste of Marmite. And some fresh cracked black pepper. And a bit of salt. So I'm just going to give it half an hour on the hob again, and then transfer it to an oven at about 40 degrees, at about gas mag 4. So I just want some veg. Yes, more veg. More because I want to use up what I've got left. Me seeing if I've cooked myself. I still can't get Amy to eat these. I keep trying, but no, she won't eat them. Green beans for Steve. Is there anyone that eats them? And we did it with mashed potato and no roast potatoes for a change. And that was Sunday dinner. A change from a roast. If you watched all the way through, thank you so much. Please hit that hype button if you can. The like button, subscribe button. And thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you on Friday, which is a Sainsbury's top-up shop. So I'll see you then. Bye.